Hello, this is RICKY, the Android guy. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Android Weekly / Android Q&A, where we go over all the latest topics during the week, then answer your questions. If you are new to the show, we start off by telling you all the latest news that happened during the week. Then we follow that up by all the questions that were emailed to me during the week at asktheandroidguy@gmail.com. So just email me there with the subject being question, and then in the email, write whatever question you want. Once you do that, I will answer your question periodically every week. We have about 4 or 5 questions we always answer. Now, if I can't get to that question, you do have a way to get your question guaranteed to be answered, and that's watching it live. So if you are watching live, make sure you start to ask your question in the comment section down below. After we go over the first 2 sections of the show, then we begin to answer them live. So if you have any questions, make sure to ask them now. All right, let's move right away into the topics during the week. And this one is a big one, courtesy of Samsung Mobile, or Sam Mobile rather. So Sam Mobile is really great at getting kind of everything on Samsung, and it's a really great website. So I have to give them credit for finding this out. So first thing is that there is a name coming out for the Note 5, and it's basically going to be called Project Zen and Project Zero and Project 02. So one of the biggest things is that the latter, Project 02, will have, or Project Zen will not have an S Pen. So what sounds to me is that there's the Note 5 is Project 02. That's a Note, so it will have an S Pen, but the secondary one will not have an S Pen. Now, is this going to be called? Can you call a device an S Note without an S Pen, or will it be like a S6 Edge or XL or something? I mean, who knows? But yeah, they kind of did some digging. And, it has been debunked. The Note 5 will not be coming out in July. The president of Samsung, J.K. Shin, said that was all BS. So it did say that. And in terms of the display, it can go as high as a 2K to 4K display. That is one thing that is interested. And, of course, that Project Zero device 2 is expected to be a dual edge curved screen, just like the S6 Edge was. And so it's really curious. In terms of it being a hexacore, that's another rumor, but I think by that time they'll have much better processors than that too, so who knows. It would be weird for the Edge to be a lower processor compared to the Note, if we're getting what we got on the S6, where the S6 Edge cost more money. Why would you pay for a lower processor? So that's what I'm not sure of. In other news, LG has reconfirmed, so this is their second time saying this, that they do plan to have another high-end smartphone the second half of 2015. Now, this is kind of interesting simply because that why are you announcing this right when your G4 is being launched? I think that's kind of weird for LG to already say that. I would hold off on saying that, or maybe this was to shareholders only. I'm not sure. But it concerns me that why would they be planning something already? I'm just kind of curious on what you guys think on that aspect. Now, in terms of having a high-end device, my guess is that, yes, we would be seeing an LG Pro 3. I don't think, since they had a Flex this year, that they would have another Flex, but I guess that could be another possibility, or maybe a new line entirely. That's always another possibility. So it's kind of interesting to see what they're going to go on. And Samsung Flow came out. So a lot of people, said that this took aim at Apple to basically have all of Samsung's devices connected. So you have your Samsung Smart TV, you have your tablet, you have your phone, and of course your Gear watch. And the idea behind this is that it's not really that far, I would say, as what it's being given credit to, at least not yet. Maybe Who knows? Maybe in a couple of years it could be. But this is really like if you're pulling up an article and you want to save it for later, you just can save it to another device instead of saving it for later on one device. So basically, I can be reading an article and I can click share. And when I click share, I say share with Samsung Flow. And then Samsung Flow is going to ask me, what do you want to share with? And I can say, oh, share it from my smartphone to my tablet. So then I can read the article on my tablet. Or share it with my smartphone to my TV. So that's the idea to it, or share it with my smartphone to the computer. That's the idea behind it. I don't, again, it right now really is just a transfer. So I don't see it as too big of a thing, at least not yet. In the future, could it be big? Absolutely, but not yet. So this got me so excited, guys. Samsung's Chopin tablet has an Intel processor and 4 gigs of RAM. We do not know what the hell this is. We only know that it does work off of the architecture of the 14 nanometer processor from Intel. This is an Atom processor, and it does have 4 cores at 2.2 gigahertz. And yes, so it's really interesting, but this gives me hope. As you guys know, I'm not that interested right now in the Tab S2. I'm not excited for it, unfortunately. So if there is a new tablet that comes out besides the Tab S2, that gets me excited. I want a 16:9 or 16:10 tablet. I do not want a 4:3 tablet, which unfortunately seems to be what we're going to be getting from Samsung with the Tab S2. It's supposed to be launched in the next, originally it was, the rumor said June. Who knows if we'll see it in July, but it's supposed to be sometime at that point. If there's something else coming out, maybe when the Note comes out, that would be great. Android M, what can you expect? Well, one of the things is that apparently Google has been working on a native fingerprint authentication. So for those of you who don't know, Google I/O is just right around, it'll be coming up in this upcoming week. And we're going to see, hopefully, new details on Android M. We might get some new products. If we do, of course, I will do a breaking news segment to let you guys know all about it. So yes, we will do that. But it does kick off May 28th. So we will be getting reports in on this on Thursday. So make sure to stay tuned for that. We might do some reports, but yes, that there will be Android M. And thank God, because Lollipop was such a pain in the ass. So I just can't wait for it to be a better OS. Finally, a little light segment, but it was something that I thought was really cool. SwiftKey, the top-rated keyboard in all OSs. For those of you who have not used SwiftKey, it is the best keyboard on Android you can get, and it's free, so there's no reason not to try it. And it is the best keyboard on iOS, and it's the best just keyboard all around. They just launched a new launcher, and I think it needs some work, but it's an interesting concept. It's kind of like a Hive style. So basically, as you type in, like, you know, 2 or 3 letters, it's already bringing up every app that you could be thinking of. The home part is what I find confusing, because it's just blank unless you tap something, and then it kind of brings up all the apps, but I don't see an order to it. You can hit one of these, which brings up your widgets, so you can have widgets as well. But see, the idea is as you type, then it gives you everything you would normally need. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think of this. Do you guys think of this is interesting? I think it's interesting. That's about it, though. But we'll have to wait and see what else is available. All right, now let's get to the questions that were asked during the week, and I will answer them. All right, and again, if you have a question, make sure to ask it in the comment section down below, and I will get to that as soon as we're done with these questions. All right, so Kevin asked, my Note 4 is horrible since the Lollipop update. Now I cannot use certain functions such as private mode, pick. So private mode is when you hide something in the gallery, and then you unlock it when you get in private mode. But if you're not in private mode, no one else can see it. and basically it's crashing on them. If you can't open it finally, it like stays open for 3 seconds and then shuts down, and it's just really horrible. I hear you, man. Lollipop Update has screwed over so many phones. Unfortunately, the only real solution right now is to go back to KitKat, which I have heard that Samsung stores inside of Best Buys are now actually doing, just because it's been so bad. If you have a Best Buy by you, I would suggest doing that. If not, I mean, it's just been a pain. It's an issue that's plaguing a lot of phones right now. I have a friend that has a G3, and they just lost their photos, just randomly, and they don't even have an SD card. That was the first thing I know. I'm like, oh, okay, you had an SD card that was slow. She was like, no, I didn't have any SD card. It just lost my photos, and I'm like, oh wow. Like, Lollipop has been having so many issues on so many phones, unfortunately. Don't get me wrong, iOS isn't just about a shape. It's every phone like flickers now, and it's just like it's having so many issues. Unfortunately, this is not a good time for OSs right now, and that's why we can't wait for the updates such as Android M, and what iOS will come out with too. So that would be my number one solution to get to KitKat. If you want to try it yourself, you can go to a website called XDA Developers. Just Google them, XDA, the 3 letters, developers. Google them, and then you can actually find out exactly how to root your device, and that will basically allow you to bring it back to KitKat, or you can actually make it Lollipop without having any issues. So yes, you want a stock style ROM though, just to let you know if you root. Or else you can lose some of the Samsung functionality if you do different kind of crazy ROMs or whatever. So just heads up. And it'll give you a free hotspot, so you'll have that too. On Sprint, if you have unlimited data, you'll now have a free hotspot, and you can use it as much as you want. All right. Loy, Loay. Loy, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Hi, I need your help. I got a Galaxy S6 Edge. It's a great one, but my question is, I can't hide apps. I don't want others to see I use what I use. I did the same in the Galaxy S5, but I can't find it. Please, thank you. So yeah, unfortunately, they took this feature off. Samsung actually took this feature off entirely. They really tried to take things away from Apple, but in doing so, they really kind of lacked features that made them popular. I'm hoping with the Note that they find a balance to that, but that was a really bad feature to take away. So yes, so these are features that I would recommend them having, of course, but I might even do a video like how to make the Note 5 a success kind of thing. So yes. So yeah, as for what else can you do, really, it's really more of a fact that with the Galaxy S5 you could do it, in the S6 you couldn't. There is a way to do it, but it's using a third-party launcher. If you're not familiar with what a launcher is, or you want a really good one that will improve your experience overall too, it's going to be called Nova Launcher. Search it on my channel. If you just search on my channel, you'll find it. Just called Nova Launcher, or you can just do a search, Ask the Android Guy, Nova Launcher, and it'll come up. It's a 5 or 4 minute video, and it talks to you about all the things you can do with Nova Launcher, the things that it can improve upon, and it's what I use. Just to give you an idea, because I have it on my S6 Edge. Let me turn down the brightness. So this is what I have as Nova Launcher. So see, I can spin all the way around, whereas you couldn't on your phone. And I can hide apps, which is, again, as you can't on your phone. So these are features that you have, and it moves a lot quicker. It's really great, so I would definitely recommend you put it on your Note Edge as well. All right, let's move on to the next question. Emmanuel asks, can you please assist me? I bought an Android phone, Note Edge, in China, and it was specifically to be used in China. I'm living in East Africa now. There is no Google Play Store. I just installed MobiGenie Genie app, and at least I get a few Android apps. So yeah, you need basically all the Android apps because in China they don't have the Google Play Store; they have their own Android store. So you need basically that. That's what you need. And there is a solution for that. I'm trying to find out where I have it. Nope. Sorry, I wish I should have had this available earlier. Sorry guys. But there's a website where you can get is it just APK Mirror? Is that it? Yes. So go to apkmirror.com. Let me see if I can show this with you. Oops, wrong one. So go to this website, apkmirror.com, and you need to download a couple of things for your situation. So you need Google Apps. The first thing you need, of course, is the Google Play Store. You do need that. However, that's not the only thing you need. So you do need the Google Play Services, Google Play Store, and probably another one. Definitely Google Play Services and Google Play Store. That might be it, actually. As long as you have those two, it should theoretically work. Let me know if it does. But yeah, China is very specific on theirs. So hopefully this will get you around it. If it doesn't, please let me know, and I will try to help out any further in any way further that I can. Okay. All right. And the last question is from Sherla. What kind of adapter do I need from the Note 3 to play a movie onto my Bravia TV? So there's 2 adapters you can get, actually. And I will show you. Both of them. Okay, so the first adapter you can get is a Samsung MHL adapter. As you see, you can get them for very inexpensive. These are definitely knockoffs. This is more likely the real thing. Again, they are more expensive normally, so I would personally get this one. If you want to go with the knockoff one, go for it. It's really not that difficult. You don't need a 3.0. 3.0 only allowed you to stream 4K. So unless you have a 4K TV, you do not need the 3.0. However, the 2.0 I do recommend just because this way you don't need a power source. On MHL 1.0 adapters, you needed to plug it into the wall. That's what that little hole is for, or else it would not work. On 2.0, you do not need that. So yes, I recommend getting this one, and it'll work perfectly fine. And that's all you need for direct connection. You plug in your HDMI there, you plug into this part of the phone, and that's it. Now, the other thing you can do is if you want to do it wirelessly to the Samsung TV, then you want to get this All Share Cast. So this All Share Cast, you can see, is about 59 bucks, 60 bucks. And what this does is it will wirelessly connect your Samsung to that TV or any TV. And this does not need Wi-Fi. It uses Wi-Fi direct between the phone and this device in order to share your screen. Now, the benefit of this is it's wireless, of course. On the back of here, you're going to plug in HDMI and a power source, which come with it, and then you just stream to it wirelessly. So wirelessly and direct. You can see both of them right there, and very simple and clean. All right, guys, that was all the news for the week. Now let's go over the questions you guys have been asking in the comment section down below. Again, if you have a question, make sure to ask it in the comment section down below. and I will begin reading it right now. All right. All right, Evil Hill, hey, what's up? I found an issue with Pandora app disappearing. If you remember, oh, yes, it was nowhere to be found in my app drawer. I had to go to Files, remove the old Pandora app, and reinstall. No ads until skips. And then limited skips. So what, you found an issue to it, or you found the solution to it, it sounds like, because you're saying yay. So I'm guessing you found the solution to the issue, which I'm glad for you, obviously. It's always hard when you guys ask certain questions and I can't figure it out because I'm not there. Obviously, it's always easier to do, like if I'm there, I can pretty much do anything. If I'm not there, it's kind of hard to figure out. Kronos, hey, what's up, Kronos? You know, how can you get notifications and text messages on your Gear S Watch on your phone? Can you do the same on the phone to another phone? Oh, so you're saying, can you get notifications from, so on the Gear S, what are you talking about? The Gear S. So on this, it basically forwards everything from this phone over to here. So he's asking, can you do that from phone to phone? No, not. I'm trying to think if there's any way to do it. So there is a way to get it from your cell phone to your tablet, but not to another phone, unless maybe if you install the APK for a tablet and put it on there. So this is what I'm thinking of. On there's a great app that I use on my computer all the time. It's called the Mighty Text. Now, Mighty Text is a way that I do everything, every notification, every text message, every call I get on my phone, I get on my computer. Now, the great thing about Mighty Text is there's an app called Mighty Text for tablets, which also puts everything from my phone, again, on my tablet. So that's the benefit of that. So I basically can transfer over everything from my phone, and I can answer text messages on my computer. I can answer Hangouts on my computer, and I can do all of that on my computer and on my tablet. I can answer all those things right away. Now, the problem is that you can't do that with another phone, because the phone app just tries to forward it. It doesn't try to receive anything. What you can do is search for the Mighty Text APK, and that should allow you, and then install it on your phone. Hopefully it will work. If it works, then basically your second line will think your main line is trying to forward it to itself, and the second line will think it's a tablet. So it should be able to answer all the text messages that way. Try it. Let me know if it works. But that would be the main way I could kind of think of right now. So yes. Hey, Jeffrey. Hey, Ricky. Are there any videos where I can learn how to use the Note 4 better? My video on learning how to use the Note 4 would definitely be how to speed up the Note 4, how to set up the camera, and how to and the 10 hidden features on the Note 4. I think those will get you to a really good starting point, and you kind of learn all the bells and whistles with the Note 4. But that would be my recommendation. After that, if you still want to know more, or if you really need like a real basic one, I mean, those are fairly basic, especially the first two. Those are fairly basic. But if you want any more basic than that, I do have a friend's channel that it's called H2 Tech Videos, and he does a beginner's guide on the Note 4, although it goes at a much slower pace. So, you know, if you feel, you know, you kind of get technology, you should be fine with the ones I have. If not, check out those. But yes, just gonna drink. And if you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask right now. Sorry for all the jumping around on the times. I know that got really confusing for a while. I was even going to possibly push this back till tomorrow, Memorial Day. I was like, no, I'm going to get it done. And yes, I need to spend time with my girl. Yes, I need to do that. So I will be doing that as soon as I'm done with this. Yeah, guys, any other questions? No. So let me know what you guys think about the new setup too. I still have some tweaking to do, so we might change a few things on it. I might take down him and there might be other stuff going on, so we will see. But yeah, I'll do my best to kind of take from your feedback. So please let me know any feedback you think of the setup. I don't know if this is where I will leave the camera to. Right now it's on top of my monitor. And like I think I might just put it in front of me, so I'm looking more directly at you and I don't have to look up at you guys. Let me know what you guys think. I'll check out the comments like in a couple of days and see. But give me any feedback you have on the setup. Can you give me that site one more time? Yeah, sure. The site is H2, as in the number 2, and the letter H, number 2, tech, H2 tech. It's actually, if you go on my channel, it should be one of the affiliated sites too. So I have a link for his channel on my channel. On my main part of my channel, if you click on it, it should be there. But yes, H2 tech videos, and that will be helpful for you as well. But yes, on my playlist, if you look at my playlist, you'll see all the Note 4 videos. And again, how to set up the video. Are you going to get a better camera? You know, I've debated on that. So the web camera that I'm using is the Logitech 920, which is still the best rated webcam on the market. There is still nothing better than it. This has been the top rated web camera now for 3 years, I believe. There's been nothing better. There's been nothing better that's come out. And believe me, I've looked. So there's no better web camera to date. However, I have thought about doing a real camera through a whole system. I have debated on that. I will be having a second channel, as some of you guys know, from past episodes. So when I do that channel, the money that I get from that channel at first, I most likely will be using towards that kind of setup to have everything connected, and so that's good. What's a good phone for an old person that knows nothing about smartphones? Something cheap but good. I have been a really big fan of Samsung's Easy Mode. I mean, you talk about just a beautiful way of just simplifying everything. So making it so that the phone is very easy to use. The text is nice and big. The icons are big. It is very simple to use. So I recommend a phone with Samsung's Easy Mode. Now, if you're in the US, depending on your carrier, you can get, you know, the Samsung Avant on T-Mobile. You can get the Samsung, what's the one on Verizon and Sprint? The Neo or something like that. Is it? I forget what it's called. It's some, again, it's a very inexpensive phone, and you can get those. Obviously, you can still get something like if you're getting an unlocked phone, you can get probably like an S3 now. That was the first one that had it, or an S4 would be better at this point. So you can get an older phone like that. But yeah, those would be the ones that I would recommend. An S4 I think would be good if you're getting an unlocked phone. Just get an older S4 and then just put Easy Mode on it. And it's really, really simple. Everyone that's had a very tough time with phones or they wanted a first-time phone, it's been the best one I could recommend by far. So yeah, Samsung's Easy Mode is really good. LG has one too. I have not played around with it as much. I did get the G4 in, so you will be seeing things from that coming as well. So we're going to have comparisons. So far, yeah, we'll see about the camera. There's been some good pictures, but there's been some inconsistencies. So yes, we will see what comes out of that. But yeah, guys, so that's for the most part what I would recommend for a good, inexpensive phone that a person that knows nothing about smartphones. The thing that I would say, Easy Mode is for a person coming from a feature phone, from a flip phone, from a very basic phone. That's what I would recommend Easy Phone for. My dad, who knows nothing about electronics, if he ever would want a smartphone, that's what I would get him. So yes. Yeah, and again, as for the camera, that's I might change it at a later point. Any other questions, guys, before we sign off? We will be doing lots again. So if Google I/O on Thursday If something does come up, then I will be doing a quick video on it, just like a breaking news kind of thing. So be prepared for that. If something does get announced, I might buy something if Google wows me. Glass 2, man. If Google Glass 2 comes in at $600, something like that, it's purchased. It's already purchased. It's bought. But if it will or not, that's another question. So yes, we will see if it is or not. All right, guys, that looks like it's everything for today. If you guys have any questions, make sure to email me at asktheandroidguy@gmail.com. Thank you as always for watching, and please, please, please give that like thumbs up button. It helps us out a lot. It's been RICKY, the Android Guy.